Hi you guys, this is Dr. Janie Yates coming to you once again with this week's Time Coaching Inspirational Blog. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the content that I've been sharing with you, and feel free to leave comments, suggestions, and what this has done to actually help you throughout your journey and your day. This week's coaching tip for you guys is, or inspirational blog, excuse me, is do you know who you are? Very general question, but a very important question for you. It's so important that we find out who we are, because when we know and find out who we are, we realize how we can serve this world in a greater way, and it makes us better individuals. So the content that I'll provide for you is a solution on finding out who you are and knowing who you are. And I guarantee you guys, when you begin to take these necessary steps in discovering who you are, your world will be different. And the way that you interact with individuals and the way that you think about yourself, which is most importantly, will be totally different. The first step is being completely transparent with yourself. It is so important that we begin to search within ourselves. It is so important that we look at ourselves. That is one of the most challenging things for people, and I can identify with that because that was a challenging thing for me. But in order to find out who you are, you have to first be completely transparent with yourself. I mean, discover the good, the bad, and the ugly. Discover what you don't like about yourself. Discover your greatest qualities. Discover what needs to be improved. But it's so important that you sit down and you be completely transparent with yourself. You always hear, the quote, be real with you. Just be real. But this is a point where you can be real with you. In order to know who you are, you have to first be willing to deal with self. And that is the most challenging thing for people. But you can only know who you are when you can be truly honest, real with yourself, and transparent with yourself. It's so easy for us to point the finger at someone else and tell someone else their faults. But it's more so challenging to look at the man or the woman in the mirror and find out the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's when you do this that you will begin to discover yourself in a different light. I hope and I know that will help you. The second thing is meditation. Meditation is for those who are spiritual and those who have some type of religion. It's a form of prayer. And even for those who may not have a belief of some sort, it is so important that you just spend time alone by yourself. That's what meditation is. It's learning to become one with self. All of this is about you, the individual, and discovering who you are. Find a place in your home, a quiet place where you can sit down and just be intimate with you. Where you can sit down and just put all of the focus on yourself. It is so important that we learn to do that. Spend time in silence. Eliminate every distraction and focus on yourself. A part of knowing who you are is learning to be comfortable with who you are. A lot of the times I've known people who tend to always have to feel like they have to have someone around. And I feel, and this is just my personal belief, I'm not saying that this is concrete or factual, but my personal belief is that people who have challenges with being alone is that they have issues with self. And it can be complicated because you have to learn how to deal with you. But I encourage you guys to spend time in meditation. Deal with who you are. Spend time in a quiet place. Ask yourself necessary questions. Put all of the focus on you. And when you meditate, ask yourself, what is it that I can improve about me? What is it that I need to discover about me? What is it that I can improve about myself? And it's only then, when you spend time in meditation, when you're real with yourself, that you can begin your quest in your journey to know who you are and who you belong to and what your value is truly worth. I hope and I know that this information and this content was very, very useful for you guys. I enjoyed doing this. Feel free to leave questions, comments, or anything that this content has done to help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I encourage you guys to visit my website if you would like more inspiration. Sign up for your free weekly blog, written blog of some inspirational tips that I provide. Again, my name is Dr. Janie Yates, your life coach and speaker. I love you guys, and remember to go for your goals, go for your talents. Now is your time.